I'm Dr. Stephen Kanter, Editor-in-Chief of Academic Medicine, and I'm delighted to be here today with Al Bradford, Director of Staff Editing. Al, welcome.
Thank you.
You've been with academic medicine for more than 20 years.
Yes, 25 years.
25 years. Before Bob Petersdorf changed the name of the journal from the Journal of Medical Education to Academic Medicine.
That's right.
What are the biggest differences between then and now?
Well, I would say that some of the biggest differences, which I'll mention, happened in the very first year. One difference is that the journal now looks like this instead of being a much smaller journal. The other is that inside the journal is very expanded content. And Dr. Petersdorf, that was his mandate, that he wanted the journal to cover all of academic medicine, not just medical education and research. But the person who had to implement all that was the first editor of academic medicine, Dean Kelly, who came on in the last months of the Journal of Medical Education and had the task of completely making these big changes in both the format and in the content. A little bit later on, she also changed the review process so that it was a much expanded review process and a much more scholarly review process. And it's the one we have today is based on the one that she created. And then another big change is that she really defined the present nature of the editorial board, which is as a resource to the editor. Before, they were basically there to review articles. So I would say those are some of the biggest changes that I've experienced, and they were at the very start.
So certainly the editorial board has been an important resource for me during my time here at the Journal. Do you want to say something about the staff and how the size and structure of the staff have changed over time?
Oh, it's much different. It was a very small staff when I came on, and everything was very much simpler because there was no email, there were no computers. Everything was done by paper, and so every Friday the publisher's messenger would come and pick up the edited articles to be typeset. It was all very routine.
On a horse?
It seems that way. It really seems that way. Now, of course, the staff is much larger, and the journal has so many more functions, so it has changed a lot.
I know that you and your colleagues spend a great deal of time in front of computer screens reading. Do you ever take a break and have fun here at the Journal?
Yes, we do. And also, a lot of our time spent in front of computer screens may not be considered fun, but it's interesting. I mean, we're so lucky that we're not editing a journal about, spare parts for cars or something. I mean, academic medicine itself is such a rich and tumultuous field that even when we're in front of our computers, we're learning things, and we're also helping the authors say what they want to say better. But we do more than being in front of the computer screens. We occasionally have outings, and we also are a team, so we work together. If someone has a question, that person will go to the person on the team that may have the answer, and usually that person does have the answer. And so we feel very connected to one another, even though much of our work is solitary, because we rely on each other when we get in trouble, or when we have questions, or when we just want to vent, which is not very often. I would say we enjoy being here most of the time, and that we do have ways of having fun.
Well, it's certainly a wonderful team.
Thank you.